Stellaris, I wonder what that's about. This is the game you've always dreamt of, Gardner. It is? Yes, it is.
2 hours later.
This is the game I've always wanted.
Hey everybody, I'm the Linux Gamer and I just played Stellaris. It's a real-time grand strategy game developed and published by Paradox Interactive. Stellaris was released with day 1 Linux support, May 9th, 2016. I received this game from Paradox for the purpose of review. Thanks guys! Stellaris has a futuristic style that feels firmly rooted in the real world. This is hard science fiction the way I like it. There appears to be a clear progression from humanity now to humanity then. That's not to say that you only play as humans, you can choose from one of the preset species or make your own. Stellaris has a great sense of mystery about it. When anomalous objects are found, you can send scientists to research them. You then receive information about each anomaly, adding piecemeal to the history and lore of the galaxy. The title has a great sense of humor. One of my scientists literally found Russell's teapot in orbit around a neighboring star. They researched it for years and gave up trying to understand where it came from or why it was there. The title controls decently, though there's a sore lack of customizability. If it were up to me, edge scrolling wouldn't be a thing. At all. The music is a soaring and inspirational hybrid of orchestral and electronic sound. It's a love letter to science fiction and it fits perfectly with this title. There's way too much to cover when it comes to the gameplay. So much so that it's somewhat daunting of a task to describe the game in words. Just because I feel overwhelmed about how to talk about this game, doesn't mean Stellaris itself is overwhelming. While there were new features that I kept discovering throughout my gameplay, I always felt the tutorial system did a good job of easing me into Stellaris. You start the game by customizing your initial species, then begin in your home solar system. From here you learn what you need in order to play the game. How to build ships, manage armies and planetary resources, how to construct mining and research stations, etc. From here you branch out into new solar systems and research new technologies. So I'm going to highlight some of my favorite features of the game, because going into depth about Stellaris' myriad of systems and mechanics would result in a 5-hour video, and I don't think any of us have time for that. First, species and ship customization. Not only do you get to design your initial species, but if you happen upon a primitive species, you can uplift and modify them to suit the needs of your empire, or you can bring them into the warp age and embrace them as equals in your Federation of Planets. You can also customize your ships with new, more efficient sensors, weapons, and FTL drives. This is a huge plus for me, as technology research feels more tangible and impactful than it does in other grand strategy games. Civil unrest is a thing that can happen on your planets. You must manage your planet's infrastructure and employment. If a planet isn't happy with your leadership, if there's poverty or famine or starvation, happiness diminishes and you can end up with new factions forming and causing havoc. And let's not forget that in this game, leadership is a resource. Science ships require leading scientists to head them. Planets gain a boon from having governors, as do sectors. Fleets with admirals are more effective in combat or even at retreating. But leadership is scarce, as you have a limited supply of leaders, and you need to choose what's most important to you. The game runs at full speed with no slowdowns or stuttering for me on my GTX 970 powered desktop. You can see my full specs down in the description. I have 2 performance issues when it comes to Stellaris, and they're admittedly small. The initial load time from when you start the game to when you reach the main menu, it feels a little longer than it needs to be. The other issue is that there are few in-game options. Not big deals, but worth mentioning. If you can't tell by how much I'm gushing over Stellaris, I'm truly floored. I wasn't sure how I'd take to this title, as grand strategy isn't really my thing, but my god, Stellaris is a contender for Game of the Year for me. I'm genuinely concerned this game may cut into my already thinly stretched free time. I've thoroughly enjoyed my time with this title, and I'm already planning my next move in the galaxy. Stellaris comes with my highest recommendation. It's available for Linux through the Humble Store and Steam. Links are in the description. Have you played Stellaris? What do you think of it? What kind of empire did you build? Leave me a comment and let me know, or tweet at me at the Linux Gamer. You might consider supporting videos like this over on Patreon. Feel free to check out the rest of my channel, including my previous review of Tomb Raider, or my Golf with Friends show and tell. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and share it with your friends, and make sure you subscribe to see more from me. the Linux Gamer. Thanks for watching.
Yes, it is.